Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Blogs with Boilon Friday. Unfortunately, I am still invisible. That should be fixed early next week. I know I said that probably last Friday, but my webcam has finally entered Canada and should be arriving by the end of day Tuesday at the latest. So fingers crossed on that one. So hopefully it'll even look better than before. But let's talk about today's blog post because there is a bit of stuff. I was a bit cautious about how much of it might be, well, you know, April 1st, April Fools, and so we'll take that with a grain of salt. So let's get started with today's video, everyone. And, you know, just before we get started on the main blog for today, do you guys remember this one at all? Another brick on the wall. What do they call him? Brickman? Oh, the wall. Yeah, sorry. From last year. And apparently he is a real person, actually, from the Spider-Man comics. And I think in a cartoon, one of the old 70s or 80s cartoon. Super Mega Legend Villain City Brawler. Default shield guard for war defense. If you haven't had a chance to actually look at this, if you weren't around last year, do check this out. You know, I googled introducing the wall Marvel Strike Force, and you'll get this blog post. Sometimes old blog posts aren't available from the updates tab here because they kind of like they get rid of them after some time, so you kind of have to back end search for it. Kind of funny, anyways. And they had like a the photo here. It's basically it's a real character actually in the comics. So on death revive with 100% health and 27 bricks. So yeah, do check that out in your spare time. It is pretty funny. They didn't do anything this year, but I guess, or did they? We'll find that out. Gear and ISO-8 updates. So Wong is on the front cover here. Just to remind people, next Monday we have the Evil Strange Heroic campaign difficulty starting up. And next Thursday we have the Wong Blitz, so keep in mind there. So I'm assuming, you know, because at least in Canada, after noon, like after 12 p.m., April Fool's is over. So I'm assuming, because this is in California at 2 p.m., that this is real. So we're going to go in with the impression that this is real until told otherwise here. So to increase orange gear and help your gear tier progress, we'll be making several updates to the available of mini uniques and some of the orange gear orbs. Here's, okay, mini unique availability. High demand of G14 and 15 minis. I did quite a bit of videos regarding this, SBCs, Darkhold Mystic, Gear Crunch, and so on. Maybe not everyone watched it, but who knows? Maybe, just maybe, Scopely is still actually watching my videos even after kicking me out of the Envoy program. But hey, you know, the only way to really get the community's kind of issues out there is by making videos about it. So will now be available in 2 campaign nodes each instead of 1, and those nodes will only cost 10 campaign energy each. Weren't they already 10 though, or does that mean that any of the ones that were on the 20 energy are now on 10 energy ones as well? So hopefully that means that each 14 and 15 is available on 2 different nodes, basically spreading them out. What I really like actually about this in Farming Doom War is that on some instances you can actually get a 15 and a 14 piece on the same node, so you can actually double up on farming sometimes, and it's really actually nice overall. There's a few good nodes for that. Mini uniques where players only needed 6 copies per piece will be moved to nodes that cost 20. Okay, so those are like, yeah, those are a lot easier because when you're picking them up from Armory 14 orbs and so on, you don't need as many of them. So that's like the sigils, I believe, for Mystic, that you only need like a much smaller degree than the Shogoth Iker and the Celestial Lattice. I actually remember them off the top of my head because that's how much I've been farming them. Ultra Store Orange Orbs. All of the orange orbs in the Ultra Store will be updated so that there'll be 4 times more mini unique. Let's talk about this really quick because it's shit. That Ultra Store is absolutely shit, and I am really shocked that they actually decided to do something. So let's take a look, because it takes about 5 Ultimus orbs worth of credits in order to open one of these orbs. So now pivoting back, so there will be 4 times more mini uniques and 2 times gear quantity. So how many is in it right now? 4 or 8. So 4 or 8 minis of 1 and then origin pieces. So anywhere from 6, 14, 26. So they're saying they're doubling the gear quantities and 4 times more mini unique. So maybe it might be worth opening for the Mystic then 4 times on the minis. So that means it's going to 16 or a rare chance of 32. So 16 or 32, maybe it might be worth it. But again, it's 5 Ultimus orbs worth it. You might, if you're in a real bind for some of these, you might want to open them. But like currently right now, I only have 36 of these orbs, which means that I'm only going to be able to open 5 of these because they're really expensive still, unless they're bringing down the cost for this to open. We'll be reducing the drop rate of armor catalyst parts in favor of increasing the drop of all other catalysts. Okay, all quantities of the orange gear ones will be updated. I'm so glad I did not blow my war credits right away. I was going to open these, the War Gear Orb 1, to get more SBCs actually, and now they're going to be updating the 14 minis. Wow. Cosmetic change to the Orange Gear 2. In swapping the center and right pillars to match the format of Orange Gear 1. Okay, so mainly just a change to Orange Gear War of 1. However, if you are looking for superior basic catalyst, I do recommend opening this one. And now, soon, you will be getting more of those as well. So, definitely hold from opening this until the changes go live, because that's going to be very important. ISO-8 updates. Availability received additional help you transition to ISO blue. ISO green has always still been a pain in the ass because of how many you need. The first update will be in the ISO-8 store with the addition of 6 new slots to allow people to buy single copies of T2. Oh, really? That's interesting. I wonder what that's going to cost. We'll also be adding 3 T1 ISO-8 crystal slots and increasing the quantity of crystals that appear in these slots from 1 to 3. So if you're trying to target farm certain ones, you know, like controller or support ISOs, then it looks like it'll be easier because it'll show up in 3. So that's actually not too bad. I was actually buying it on occasion, but not super frequently. It's going to be interesting about like what it requires to buy the T2 ISO-8 crystals, because just to pivot back to the store again, in order to buy them, you have to pay ions. So are they going to ask you to then spend T2 ions in order to get the T2 crystals? It's not super clear here unless I'm missing out on something. The Strike Initiative ISO-8, oh, will reward T2 level 1 ions as well as, oh, okay, so maybe the answer is yes. That you're going to need to spend T2 level 1 ions in order to buy the T2 ISO crystals, since they're giving it to you as part of the objective. So I guess it's extra ions for those who don't need to buy from the store, or it is, you know, or whatever, or access to T2 ions for those who aren't even in that content yet. Avengers Tower coming back April the 7th, so just after Pocket Dimension, because Pocket Dimension is set to end on Monday, which is the 4th. So this is going to be the same day as the Wong Blitz, by the way. So Avengers Tower April 7th. That should be the same day as Wong goes live. Gamma Raid Orbs, yeah. So this is the old one. If you haven't opened your orbs, open them. You know, I don't know. Yeah, open your orbs. Open your Greek orbs. Weekly events. We have the Gear Blowout Flash event. 20% off of all the gold gear in the gold main store, and then off. So now you can core for cheaper. It's not super great. I mean, I would not, frankly, core for this, but it's entirely up to you. 4 Asgard, yeah, double Asgardian shards, Gamma Raid coming back, Black Bolt coming back, Negasonic Blitz on Monday. We're getting extra. This is good. This one's okay. And because of the anniversary event that's still ongoing for a little while, this is actually a good time to take advantage of coring for campaign energy, because you're going to get double the amount of gold back from that. So I know that some people were recommending coring for the ISO-8 energy. I would, for this at least anyways, do the coring for campaign, because gold is really important. You know, that makes a difference of an extra 40 to 50k per coring, you know, per 120 energy or so. So I would definitely do that, take advantage of that. And then we, of course, have the first run of Wong's Blitz on Monday. So some stuff here, nothing too crazy or anything. The biggest thing here to note is that if you are looking to get some more Gear Tier 14 and 15 minis, but more specifically probably Gear Tier 14, then make sure you're saving your Elite War credits until this goes live, and that way you can open them, because I thought that they were already in quantities of 6, but maybe that's the Orange Gear War Orb 2. I have been opening a few of these. I didn't open a ton, but a few of them for SBCs, because I think it's good value actually. So 6 is the rare drops then, I guess. So going from that, let's check really quick. What is it normally? Is it 3? 3 and 6? Then maybe they should be doubling it then? Is that what's happening? Can I not get a gold drop in the center so I can just see exactly what it is? Oh my god. That's good luck though, I guess, right? You know, can I get a regular drop? There we go. Okay, so it's 3 and 6. That's what I thought. I have a lot of this, so it's fine. Otherwise, I would wait for you to open this later when they do the update. So hopefully that goes to 6 and 12, then 3 and 6. So that should be a pretty big upgrade. Like I said, I've been pulling for Superior Basic Catalyst because that's really important. Otherwise, just wait until that. And then we have Doctor Strange Heartless starting on Monday. I will be doing a couple of videos over the next few days related to the event. And of course, on Monday, I'll have an updated math guide for that at store reset time. I think that I'm going to have to see for the event to go live so we can actually see what the rewards are in person before I do it in advance, because I won't be super confident about that. But for future events that have the heroic missions, I will be able to do that based on the data from this. So that's everything. Very quick blog post, guys. Hopefully you enjoy your weekend. I have some family coming over, so I'll be doing that most of the weekend. And so I hope you guys have fun. Until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out for Friday.